Imagine being in a prison cell with Mike Tyson, the youngest heavyweight boxing champion in history. Born and raised in the gritty streets of Brooklyn, Tyson fought his way to the top, becoming a symbol of strength and ferocity. He was a force to be reckoned with, a living embodiment of power and resilience. His punches were as swift as they were lethal, his stare as cold as ice, and his reputation, well, that was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. But Tyson's story is not a fairy tale. His rise to stardom was marred by a series of personal and legal troubles. His life, much like his boxing style, was a whirlwind of high highs and low lows. His aggressive demeanor, which proved advantageous in the ring, led to his downfall outside of it. His fame and fortune couldn't shield him from the long arm of the law. In 1992, Tyson found himself not in a boxing ring but behind bars, serving a 6-year sentence for rape. Prison is a place where respect is the only currency that matters. This was a reality Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight boxing champion, had to face head-on. Despite his fame and fortune, Tyson found himself stripped of all but his indomitable spirit in the confines of a prison cell. It was a stark contrast to the glittering lights and roaring applause of the boxing ring. But Tyson, ever the fighter, adapted. He navigated the complex social dynamics of prison life, understanding the importance of respect in this new environment. He didn't wallow in despair. Instead, he took the time to reflect and grow. He even went as far as to say that his time in prison was the best 3 years of his life. A bold claim indeed, but it does highlight Tyson's unique perspective on life and adversity. However, even within the prison walls, Tyson's reputation as a formidable fighter couldn't be contained. It followed him like a shadow, leading to a confrontation that would become his one and only prison fight. Tyson was not a man you wanted to pick a fight with, but in prison, someone did. In the confines of a place where respect is currency, there was a man audacious enough to challenge Iron Mike. The events leading up to this prison fight were anything but ordinary. It wasn't about prison yard dominance or gang affiliations. It was about respect, a principle Tyson held in high esteem. As Tyson himself described, it was a typical day. The air was thick with tension, a storm brewing in the underbelly of the prison. His challenger, a man with little to lose and everything to gain, took his stand. The stage was set for an epic showdown that would echo through the prison walls. The fight itself was brutal, a testament to the raw power Tyson possessed even in confinement. Tyson recounted the fight with a certain nonchalance, his words painting a vivid picture of the event. His fists were his tools, his strength unyielding. The fight was not a spectacle. It was a dance of survival, a ballet of brutality. When the dust settled, the outcome was clear. Tyson stood tall, a titan amongst men. His challenger, though defeated, had earned a measure of respect. For in the world of the incarcerated, to stand toe-to-toe with Iron Mike was a feat in itself. The impact of this fight was far-reaching. Tyson's reputation within the prison walls was solidified. He was not just a former champion, he was a force to be reckoned with, a man who would not be disrespected. His fellow inmates saw him not as a celebrity, but as one of their own, a man who would fight for his respect. Tyson's prison fight is a testament to his indomitable spirit and his refusal to back down, even when the odds are stacked against him. Tyson's prison fight marked a turning point in his life. Emerging from his cell, Tyson was not the same man who had entered 3 years prior. His time behind bars had taught him more than just survival. It had taught him respect and resilience. Tyson didn't just return to society. He returned to the ring, the place where he truly belonged. His comeback was nothing short of spectacular. By 1996, he was back on top, regaining the heavyweight titles that he had once held so firmly. Tyson had proven that a stint in prison was not the end, but merely another round in the fight of his life. But Tyson's story doesn't end in the ring. After hanging up his gloves in 2005, he transitioned to a different kind of lifestyle, one that involved the cannabis industry and podcasting. He found a new way to channel his energy and experiences, proving that there's always a second act in life. Mike Tyson's prison fight is a story of resilience, showing that no matter how far you fall, you can always pick yourself up and fight back.